Today's adventure begins downtown Celebration, where they have closed the streets off for a little event that will be taking place this weekend. I am heading over to Epcot, possibly Magic Kingdom. Those will be the two places I will be stepping into today. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as the recording of this. It is Friday, March 31st, 2023. Wearing kind of sort of an appropriate t-shirt because it's a Disney shirt and I'm going to Disney World. Just so happens to be on this TGIF, the last and final day of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Started 18 months ago and ends on October 1st, 2021 and ends today on March 31st of 2023. A year and a half celebration, no pun intended, as I'm standing on Market Street in Celebration. It's coming to an end. And I have celebrated with, well, it's a lot of celebrating, with a piping hot caffeinated beverage that I got at the Cornerstone Market, right over there. Booked a reservation for Epcot first of all, and then I'll be able to park hop over to any of the other parks at 2 p.m. Join me. Tasty. Shall you? Got my magic band on. It's full of colorful rings around it. You know, it's got a little flair to it. It's a magic band. If it had nothing on it, it'd be a magic bland. That was bad. It was a bad joke. Every time I look at this bottleneck, I always think to myself, how the Mickey Power Pole is not concerned in any way, shape, or form. You kind of have that same philosophy too, Bigfoot. Not too much bothers you. The only two parks that were available when I tried to book a reservation earlier were Epcot and Animal Kingdom. I really want to get over to Magic Kingdom. That's where I'm going to spend the course of the day. But I can't get one, so I had to park hop over there by 2. Right now it's 11:38. I got a little bit of time. But yeah, only half the parks were available for reservations today when I looked. This is the row I parked in, but kind of wanted to show something interesting. So my annual pass, obviously they can scan the magic band for the park entry, is the 50th. And I believe these 50th sculptures are going to be removed after today as well. Fun fact, I just renewed my AP 2 weeks ago for another year, and it expired today. Now granted, the 18 months of the 50th anniversary, so that was a year and a half, and my pass has to be renewed every year. It's just a very bizarre coincidence that this expired on this day. This year pass expired on the 18-month ending of the 50th. And granted, this card will still be good. The code on the back will still scan me in because it just added another year onto it. But what a weird coincidence. And I have parked in Dory 401. I'm starting to get used to the character names on the parking lot here at Epcot. Something new though. A little bit of a windy, little blustery goodness happening through here, which is nice because it's kind of warm. Also, no trams running yet here at Epcot. Only 2 of the parks, Animal Kingdom and TTC. And I don't think I'm going to take the monorail over to Magic Kingdom today. Well, I probably will from TTC, but I think I'm going to drive over to TTC after I get done here. Every time I get to just about this point as I'm walking in, I start to get excited about Epcot Center. Walking into the main area, you know, seeing the fountain, and the spires, and the flags, everything just kind of like gets me really excited walking into, you know, sometimes I call it Epcot, sometimes I call it Epcot Center, but I'm kind of thrown back to nostalgia from my youth when it's referred to as Epcot Center. We call it Epcot. I guess I'm so excited coming in here. Definitely one of my favorite Disney parks, for sure. In the store underneath Spaceship Earth, they still do have a couple 50th items here on the last day. They do have this, the partner statue over here that has the 50, and this lighter color one here, which has the castle and the 50 on it as well. And also the only pins that I have seen for the 50th that are left are the Chip and Dale pins. The Chip and Dale pins are the only ones, which I got the other day at Disney Springs, so I'm not going to buy any duplicates, but if I see any other ones by the Chip and Dales, I'll buy them. I am looking in this area here that has the limited edition new arrival pins. Take a look at this Space Figment that's right here. Limited edition Space Figment with his paintbrush. Hey, that's pretty dang cool. Making my way over to the Creation Shop now. If you look closely, you can see the peaks of Journey to Imagination Pavilion kind of reflecting off of there. I doubt there's going to be anything inside the creation shop, but maybe they'll have some 50th stuff as I kind of peruse around inside there. Never know. All in all, didn't see a whole heck of a lot of merchandise for the 50th there. Saw a few things, but really the 100th anniversary of the company has taken over the 50th anniversary of the parks. The 100th is the big thing now. It's kind of confusing, but the 50th is ending and the 100th of the company, not Walt Disney World proper, the entire company has taken over. Just kind of waiting, dragging this out to see if a monorail would go by, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Whoa, just stepped inside Club Cool and really not a whole heck of a lot going. Well, it could be because almost all the flavors, oh my gosh, is this even happening? Every flavor is out except for the most hideous one, Beverly. That's why there's no one over here trying this. Is this their way of trolling us on the last of the 50th, only having Beverly? Is this like the final day of the 50th? It's like you can only get Beverly in here. What the heck? Walt Disney World has completely won the battle of Club Cool. There's nothing except Beverly. I have never seen that. I walked in here and I thought, oh, there's me right there, reflection as well. I walked in and I thought, there's no one over here. This could be my lucky day. This is going to be like a 50th miracle, ending a 50th miracle. And now I realize, why in the heck there is not one per, well, there's a few people in here, but not very many. Yeah, before the events of 2020, when the world kind of shut down, and, you know, and the parks shut down, and construction was put on the back burner. I would imagine that for the 50th celebration that started 18 months ago, sometime in that frame they were going to try to have this whole area open, but you know, things change. Also, kind of a little disappointing they're not going to have the big building that was going to be over here overlooking the lagoon. They have scrapped that, and I guess they have completely scrapped the Mary Poppins area, which is not going to be happening back in World Showcase. It's going to be a whole Cherry Tree Lane area, which is gone. And this isn't finished yet either. Oh, there's some popcorn eating ducks down here. Some guests have been feeding these ducks some popcorn, and they're just living it up right here. Oh, even some little youngins down here as well going by. Yeah, oh, and take a look at that too. Monorail going by. Nice. Everyone is very excited about the ducks, as am I. So you saw I guess the mom and dad were back there chowing down some popcorn, and then the youngins are just kind of walking around at their own free will. One thing is for sure though, they are really going fully vertical and really coming along with these buildings over here in this area. So there's that. Also, flower gardens going on. Floating flowers. Oh wow, take a look at this. They have moved the walls out this way, and you can now cut through here next to where the Moana area will be. That's something new since last time I was here that they didn't have. So you can walk through here, and then they've narrowed this next to the monorail beam, next to Spaceship Earth. Take a look at that. Just to give the perspective where you would exit out that way, now you can cut across this way. There's this big palm tree right here. You can walk straight ahead through here. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty dang exciting. Kind of have to wonder, this is kind of the close proximity where the Walt sculpture will be that they premiered at D23. It's also kind of quiet back in here, which I really like. I can hear the Jammers off in the distance performing their other set. Or maybe it's just the wind blowing and rattling this trash can over here. Ooh, what's in this box? What's in the box? I don't know what that's going to be, a fast pass item of some sort. Look at this. It's a little after 1 o'clock right now, which gives me enough time to get to my car, drive over to TTC, Transportation Ticket Center, and then over from there across the lagoon, Seven Seas Lagoon, to Magic Kingdom, where the majority of the 50th stuff will be happening, including the cavalcades and whatnot. So I'm going to drive over there, see what else I can get into. Again, not taking the first leg of the monorail over to Transportation Ticket Center, but I might take it from TTC, Transportation Ticket Center. Oh, look, check it, look. Monorail's going over my car. Perfection. Also, they were cones. Remember that scene in Superman, the original Donner Superman, where Clark is running parallel to the train? That's what this reminds me of. "18 months ago, I waited right here to get in for that anticlimactic opening ceremony of the 50th anniversary. Cars, in fact, I was the very first vehicle to get in here, followed by thousands of others behind me. Very anticlimactic day, and I kind of feel like the final day will be a little anticlimactic as well. But at least gonna see the cavalcade, and I'll get one of the last 50th treats on the last day before they're gone. The 100th is really kind of already surpassed the 50th. I think they're really trying to make up for the 50th by really making the 100th a big thing. The car I parked in front of has a Bigfoot, not Big the Foot, that's my air freshener. But also their license plate has the 50th emblem on it as well. Florida had these license plates for a while. There's my shadow. And I believe they're gonna do away with those soon too. So if you got a 50th WDW license plate, you get a little customizable something for posterity, if you will. All right, head to Magic Kingdom. This merge sign is only for traffic. This isn't for me, this is for traffic. But this is a walking area they have coned off. Did not get the number I'm parked in. Not in the first row, but I know I am in Hook. I know I'm in Hook.
Okay, sir, so you know, no recording in security area. Okay. Parking lot after that.
Can I record this?
Yeah, but not while you're going through security.
Oh yeah, I'm just getting the Mickey here.
That is okay.
Literally just told me I can't record through here. Well, they told me I can't record when we get to the checkpoint, which I never do. As soon as I pull the camera out to film Heavy Metal Mickey, they told me. I don't get it. Okay, now I'll get on the monorail from here. That way when I leave Magic Kingdom later, I can just be right here at the Transportation Ticket Center. I have said those words a lot, and the initials or the acronyms TTC a lot already today. Hopefully no one's playing a drinking game, because that would end badly. Well, I missed this one. I missed this particular monorail. I have to wait for the next one. That's all right though. Be patient. Oh, there's two. There was one that just, oh, you can see right through it. Check out, look, you can see through the monorail. You can see the other monorail pull into the Epcot loop. And this is the loop that's going to go over to Magic Kingdom. And there's the green arrow right up top. And I'm going to be at the very, very back of monorail reddish black. Welcome aboard. And the Absol shows the 50th of the, okay, now it's going to show where I am on the monorail going through the Contemporary right now. We're going into the Contemporary, and soon it's passing Space Mountain. Oh no, that's Carousel of Progress. Space Mountain, 85 minutes, 45 for Autopia East, 140 minutes for Mine Train. Goodness, it's busy on there. The passing of two transportation devices. There's Peach. There it is. Let's see if they have anything out. Oh, they still have the world's most magical celebration up front. So that is what the 50th is referred to, the world's most magical celebration. You can see it right above the Topiary Mickey right over there. Doesn't look too busy. And you have the Lilybell, the train is at the station right now. Let's see if I can catch a cavalcade and get a treat. And there's another one pulling out, the resort monorail. Goes through all the resorts around Seven Seas, is pulling up over there. Oh, that's the gates opening. And this door open. Should immediately open. Here we go. Going. And you can walk down the path right here, or there's an option to take the stairs over here, which dumps you onto the path. Fun fact. As I walk into Magic Kingdom, the train is going behind me now. I'm just kind of showing this. But as I was walking in, I was able to get the cavalcade. They didn't really call it a parade, they call it a cavalcade that they did for the 50th anniversary, and the cavalcade was just going by. So I got to see all the cast of characters wearing their dapper best. They were in full, sometimes Explore and Rhyme would say the dapper comes in waves. And it definitely came in waves on the 50th anniversary. That might be the last cavalcade for the 50th that I was able to see it. I was able to see it, which is, you know, pretty dang cool. I'm now inside the confectionery to see if they had any certain treats. Now, one thing they did have is a guide map here, and down at the bottom it does have the 50 logo. So this could be like a little, get yourself a little souvenir, again for posterity, a word I kind of overuse quite a bit. And also on the very front of the train station was the most magical celebration above. You know, it almost looks like it's a mini topiary that was there as well. And I got a little moving a Velfie, if you will, a moving selfie in front of the 50th banner as the monorail was pulling away from the station as well. So that was kind of a neat timing with the banner. These banners by tomorrow morning will be erased from existence. Okay, I just asked here if they had any 50th stuff, and they said all their 50th stuff sold out last week. So now they are on to the 100th. But even though it's technically the last day, a lot of stuff is already gone. And I have seen a lot of this through the last 18 months, but just to kind of recap on the little blast pamphlet that will be gone tomorrow. Create unforgettable memories that last a lifetime. We're at Disneyland, or Disney World Resort's 50th anniversary. Oh, you know what? This I had on that day, and I'm not even kidding. I waited like 2 hours. I'm probably over-exaggerating. I probably waited like 90 minutes. That might be an over-exaggeration too. At least an hour. You know what? It might have been between an hour and an hour and a half to get this Mr. Toad burger. Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know what the word is on that day, but it was not the best opening of a ceremony that they've ever had. Take a look at the balloons kind of blowing around in the wind here. It is a blustery, oh, they have 50th? Oh, look, they got the 50th right on there too. So if you want to get a last minute balloon, this would be my chance to get a last minute balloon. I always like the balloon angle here down in the distance. Remember my friend Justin Scard, he go to Disneyland all the time. He'd get really good photos, and he kind of taught me to get one with the balloon angle and then the castle in the distance. So got to go with the Justin Scard hack on that one. Oh, Mickey and Minnie are up at there in their 50th best. And there are a lot of so they have all the 50th sculptures out still. Here's Donald, which is talking up on stage, and then Daisy right over here. I think the name of the show is Mickey's Magical Enhanced Friendship Fair, according to the guide map. I think this ends today too. Oh, what just happened? Yeah, it says it right here. Enchanted Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair. Mickey and friends take the castle courtyard throughout the day. Now looking at the castle from this angle, I think I might go around the castle and go over there and maybe get that Mr. Toad burger. You know what? Heck it, I should get the Mr. Toad burger a little retribution to make up for the insane wait time that I waited for the first day. Even from here, you can see Donald and Daisy up there in their 50 best. I don't know what other, I mean, you can call it dapper, you can call it 50 best, but Donald and Daisy right there, they're waving back over here. You can kind of barely see. Yeah, see them right there? They're, well, Daisy's dancing a little bit. Donald's just kind of standing there, not doing much, but Daisy's swaying. There must be like some music playing over there or something. No 50th emblem on the, not the backside of water, but the backside of the castle. And I'm gonna head this way past Sir Mickey's and go over there and get that Toad burger. It is certainly a moment I will never forget as far as an opening of a celebration. In any park, just how much of a fiasco it was. And I'm not just saying that as my own personal opinion. I mean, this is well documented by many, many people. Redemption over at the Friars Nook. So here are the items for the 50th, and there it is. The Wild Toad Brat Burger right there. There's also the Devil's Chocolate Mousse Cake, which I remember being pretty good. But the Wild Toad Brat Burger has lettuce, tomato, pickles, American cheese served with tots. Give me some of your tots. It is, looks like a toad, see? Take a look at that. All right, got the food in like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Wasn't really that bad of a wait. And there's really, but even in this situation, even today, there's nowhere really to sit over at Friars Nook over there. So I'm kind of going to do the Epcot Food and Wine Festival trick and eat on a trash can. But this is what we're dealing with. Take a look at this. That is like a Mr. Toad burger. This is the last day you can get it. And here is the chocolate mousse, which has the little devil from the former attraction, which closed decades ago here at Magic Kingdom and made way for Winnie the Pooh. There's one other item. They had like a Frosty or something. I didn't get that. I went with just a icy cold Coca-Cola. But this is the Mr. Toad Burger Retribution. I only waited maybe 10 minutes versus 90 on opening day of the 50th. It is warm out here in the sun, but I'm gonna go ahead and consume this really quick. This is the toad you're dealing with. It has the pickle. The tongue is made out of a pickle right there. I'm gonna like almost make out with this sandwich. The biggest thing this has going for it is the decorative architecture of the eyeballs and the tongue. That's definitely the positive thing about this. Okay, I had to get out of the sun. The sun was definitely very permeating. And I have now moved over here to these trash cans, which is where, ironically enough, I waited for that hour and a half on the October 1st of 21 for this very same burger. And can't forget this, polish off this dessert, which is the last, like I said, it's the last day of this little devilish dessert item that's going to be happening for the last day. Because, you know, tomorrow, well, as of recording, it was the last day of March. Tomorrow will be April 1st, and no foolin' the 50th is going to be gone. Long. Devils come out in the shadows. Oh yeah, that is really good. And this devilish coin is also made of chocolate. It's so warm, it was already melting before I put it on my tongue. Very moussey. You know, now that I think of it, with tomorrow being April Fool's Day, as the recording of this, tomorrow will be April 1st, maybe the Beverly being the only one at Club Cool at Epcot is an early April Fool's Day joke.
This delightful celebration of 50 years.
Oh, they're making the 50 years of magical memories, the announcement saying. For the, yeah, but I guess, but so you see the emblem up there, 50 as well. They just made the announcement that it's been 50 years, and that'll be the last announcement. All right, since this is the final moment that I can purchase this, I mean, sure, some of this stuff will probably go to the outlets and it'll be on clearance, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab that Dapper shirt that I've been wanting to get with Mickey on it. They still have a couple of the, what are they, not these aren't hooded sweatshirts, these are the, what do they call these with the writing on the back? Spirit jerseys. They have the Spirit jerseys. Now at spring, some of this is 50% off at the parks. They're still not 50% off yet, which is kind of unusual considering this is, like I say, the last moments of this. But this is the shirt that I want, so if they have it in my size, if they have the long sleeves at Springs, check the other day, but I kind of need this right here just to have, because I think like years from now, I'm gonna regret not buying it. Okay, the problem is the only ones they have in are a little larger than the ones I need. This whole like rack here, 3X. Yeah, I think I just slept too long on the t-shirts. They got these pins, these little ballpoint pins. No go on the shirt that I was looking at. Oh, it's a 50th baseball. Look at this. I went to the Rays game last night for opening day, or yesterday, and I got a 25th. I got a 25th baseball, or not 25th, the opening day of their 25th anniversary season. Team started in '98, and the 2023 opening day was the 25th anniversary, and they had an opening day ball. But they have a 50th here they have 50th anniversary baseball. I'm not sure what baseball has to do with WDW. I guess maybe Wide World of Sports, but you can see there's plenty of these left. These are not selling like hotcakes. And I do really like this jacket. However, I would never, ever wear this simply because it's just so warm. I'm kind of warm-blooded anyway. I like to be cool. I like to wear like a light hoodie, even in very, very cold weather. I would never wear this, but I love the emblem on this. This is awesome. They do have a polo shirt, however. Put that back on there. They do have a polo shirt up top here with the castle and Mickey. That's kind of neat. Doesn't really say 50 on it though. It just says WDW on the side. And yeah, no 50 there either. Just the castle. Okay, I found another rack with some 2X shirts. This is probably going to be a little baggy on me, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I could fit snugly in this. I guess if I continue my eating habits for the next couple of months, I might be able to fit into a 2X, but you know what? I'm just gonna get this. Worst case, I could wear this kind of as something just around the homestead. I'm gonna go ahead and get it, because if I don't, I'm gonna regret it. And since I'm in the impulse buy line, I'm gonna go ahead and impulse buy these little breath mints, and also I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these pens too. Quite a collection of collectible ballpoint pens and stuff, so I'm gonna get that as well. I might as well go full in on the last day of the 50th. There's like a necklace right there too, and some jewels. And I also kind of slept on the pressed pennies, because a lot of the pressed pennies are going away already too. Well, these are kind of neat. A lot of different pens on those. Oh, here's a really decorative pen. Look at that one. A deluxe pen. I think I'm going to go with the standard one just to have. If you look right above the cast member cashiers' heads, there's this very decorative like mural, I guess you'd call it, up top of the Emporium right there. In fact, it says Emporium right in the middle. 1901, shopping with a grand style, the Emporium. See it spelled out right there? All set. Got this reusable bag for $1 as well. And I got the 3 items. Oh, look around the back. There's like the 50th castle there, too, on the front of the bag. Nice.
There's more of the spirit.
I'm wandering through Frontierland, and there's a pin store over in Frontierland. So I walked in to check the pin store in Frontierland just to see if they had any different pins that they had that I've seen the last few days, whether it's Springs or Springs or the Emporium of Magic Kingdom. And they in fact do have at Epcot also, but they also do have quite a plethora of the Chip and Dale 50th pins, which are pretty prominent. But these I haven't seen anywhere other than in Frontierland. These are the mystery pin collection of the 50th, which has, you know, Figment, Teacups, Remy, Ratatouille, Big Al, Orange Bird, even some Food Rocks references on there, or Kitchen Cabaret I should say. And then down here they have this one too, which is like, these I haven't seen anywhere. These are all sold out everywhere else that I've seen as far as in the park. Maybe the outlet stores have them, but as far as in the parks, this is the only place that I've seen those. What characters are actually on there? And there's Daisy and, let's see, Coco, Rocket Raccoon on there, Olaf. I think I'm going to get a couple of the mystery pin collection. See, I think there's 2 in here, $18. Just for the heck of it. I think I'm gonna get a couple of these. I'm gonna get 2. I'm gonna get a total of 2. This is the first time I've seen the country bears down off their balcony. Usually up on the balcony up there. Usually they've been up there, but now they're down here walking around with the normal folk. Oh, there's Big Al. Good to see you, Big Al. I love it. Yeah, they used to be right up there. Now they're down here on the ground level over here. Big Al and Liver Lips are heading into the door. Look at that.
Thank you so much, everyone. That was Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid. Well, we'd like to continue on now with some favorites of ours from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. We need you to get that hot dog dance ready. We want to see your best moves. And these are some of our favorite songs from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Here we go.
Hey, Mike! That's you know what?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We gotta say the magic word. Ready, here we go. Misha, Muska, Mickey Mouse.
I thought it was please. Oh, throwing in Uncle Remus in there. They're making the 50th anniversary. Yeah, they keep saying the 50. The spiel that ends today. I am going to head down to the end of Main Street USA and see if I can find a spot for the last, not the parades, but the last of the cavalcades for the 50th. There's one more, I believe, at 4 or 4:30. I'm going to see if I can get a spot for that and watch the cavalcade in. I will be able to watch the last cavalcade of the 50th for the 50th ceremony as it goes down Main Street USA and past the train station and loops around backstage. And that pretty much signifies, with the exception of like a fireworks show and whatnot, but as far as daytime entertainment, going down Main Street USA, the end of the 50th is kind of ending with this last cavalcade. 18 months strong, it is now coming to an end. It's officially over as far as cavalcades go when it comes to the 50th. So long, pal. I think this little area over in the corner where the cavalcade kind of comes through by the firehouse, where the fire pole is and the fire station and all that as well. You know, that's where everyone kind of congregated to say goodbye to the 50th cavalcade. 18 months of this, you know, 365 days times 100 plus 180, 500. I don't know, my math's a little off right now, but everyone's just kind of cheering on. Just, I didn't expect to be this much emotion kind of flowing from this little corner over here. A lot of the cast members out here crying and kind of a lot of memories probably going through their head. Memories going through my head too, but definitely not as many as the cast members ever heard every single day working the shows and working the parade. That was something else. A lot of emotions flying through here. That's it. Last cavalcade of the 50th.
That's a wrap, guys.
Pretty much all the cast members that worked the 50th were all over here in this little pocket over in here, cheering everything on that was going the last cavalcade. Alright, I'm gonna start heading out now, passing through the train station. I should probably show this. This is probably gonna be removed pretty soon. But over here in the train station is this. You know, they got Cinderella Castle, 50th, the 50th emblem there, the most magical celebration. It's coming to an end. Now, there are rumors maybe over the next day or two they might do some stuff, but I didn't want to take any chances. I just wanted to make sure that I was here for the last day. And that was really, it was a pretty emotional last cavalcade, honestly. And with the train sounding behind me, I think I'm going to take the resort monorail over to Transportation and Ticket Center. I think that's the express. Hello. And I'm going to take the, not the express, but the resort monorail. Usually a short line for that. And go over to Transportation Ticket Center and head home. The 50th, in my book, and many others, including Walt Disney World's, is over. That might be a little misleading, because usually I end the video with an over, but that's not the end of, you know what, it's not the end of that. I'll do that as well, but I probably shouldn't have said that, because it kind of reminded me of the end of the video, but it's not the end of the video yet, not until I get home. See, there's definitely less people over in the resort monorail line than there are the express monorail on a normal basis. You know, for me, I think about the last year and a half. Really, you know, emotions are kind of an interesting thing. I think of where I was a year and a half ago. Let's just, double monorail, so that was going by on the other side. I think of where I was, who was in my life, who was not in my life, friends I've made, friends I've lost in the last 18 months, changes in my life, things for the better, things for the worse. You know, it is very interesting how time kind of gives you a date stamp on things. Then you look back on it, you think, man, things can drastically change in a year and a half. I think that's what I'm always going to take away from the 50th. Yeah, it's just one of those. Oh, we're closing the gate.
Hello, welcome to Monorail Orange. Our next stop will be the Contemporary. If you are safe, please hold on the silver handrails, and please do not lean against those automatic doors. Thank you.
Now that I'm kind of looking at it, I think maybe the express would have been better, because everyone would have got off at Magic Kingdom. No one got off of this monorail. I think everyone's heading to Contemporary or TTC. So it's just standing room only on here, which I wasn't expecting. Yeah, when I think of the 50, I want to think of the post 2020 era, which was a very interesting era. This was like the first thing that came out of that. The parks reopened, and this was the first big celebration. And, you know, just kind of have that in the back of your mind, too. Not only my mind, but everybody's mind. So now that this is over, I guess you could, you know, I don't know. I just think about that as well. Because that was an interesting time for everyone. And this kind of came out of that, at the tail end of that. Or even through it. I don't know if this thing's ever going to move. And now that 18 months is over. Bring on the next one. Man, that was just like an emotional little cavalcade at the end, all those cast members that were over there. It probably doesn't translate to film very well because the music was so loud. I'm not going to be able to use it. But it was a whole vibe. As much as I love the look of the monorail, it's not the most, for me, I don't think it's the most reliable and smoothest transportation device. I think that's the Skyliner for me. I kind of wish they built a Skyliner station somewhere from Magic Kingdom back over to the parking lot. I think it'd make it a lot quicker to enter and exit. And I'm leaving at a good time. I didn't even stay for the fireworks. I just say for the fireworks getting out of here is really a kind of a mess. Getting out of this little bubble. One more stop for the parking lot. Should have taken the express. Okay, it appears as if like 3/4, actually probably like 4/5 of everyone on here exited at the Contemporary. Man, this place was like packed in until right now, and now there's probably only like 6 people on my side and no one on the other side. Grab a seat. That was like crammed in like a sardine right up there on the first leg of this. Mary Blair mural over there. It's kind of funny. I was talking to this cast member over here. He's saying this red line, this original red line, was back from like a long time ago where the tram would come across here, circle around. Now these stanchions are in the way, and then loop back. I guess they used to not take you. Well, I mean, it's been so long ago, I don't even remember. And I hardly ever would take the tram, I'd always walk. But evidently it would loop around right here and not take you all the way over to the ticket booths and all that like it does now. I'm gonna miss the 50th. It was definitely an anticlimactic, not the most exciting of all the celebrations and things that took place here at the park. Lackluster, to put it lightly, was the opening ceremony on October 1st of 2021. However, they kind of redeemed themselves a little bit. Not vastly, but I think the 100th, in my opinion, see, let's see where this red one back in there is going to be leaps and bounds better than the 50th was. Merchandise already, much better, and some of the stuff they have planned. I just don't know if they were really, I mean, who knows? What do I know? I'm a nobody in the grand scheme of things. I don't work for the company, and I just kind of share opinions. But really, I don't know if they were really ready for the 50th because a lot happened in the months and year before that, you know? It was an interesting time in the world. But the 50th is over. Moving on to other things. 50th of Walt Disney World has come to an end. And the 100th celebration of the Disney Corporation, the whole thing, is now upon us. It's official. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog. Man, the 50th is done. Where did the last year and a half go? Seems like forever, and it also seems like in the blink of an eye. Another tram coming in? Oh yeah. Can't tell you the last time I took the tram from over here to the main area. Hope I remember where to park. I'm getting a little wave. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is the vlog and the 50th of Walt Disney World. That was an emotional cavalcade. It really was. It's over. There goes the monorail. Oh, crow coming right home. Hitchcock would be proud. Bonus footage.